digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Washington out in front, leading by 14. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor for Boston, Thomas is the point with Bradley into his side. Jay Crowder out there with Olynyk, and it's Horford in at the 5 spot. Wall, that's a two-pointer, and Washington again with the bucket.
Catch and shoot opportunities, more efficient. Wall gaining confidence every year in that shot.
Thomas against Wall. Kicks it out to Bradley. Can't hit that one. And Washington the other way now. Here's Bogdanovich. The rebound by the Celtics. Crowder's got 4 rebounds in this game.
You know, this hasn't been his best game, but he's been aggressive, and they're winning.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And Bogdanovich kicks to Gortat. Pass to Bogdanovich. Morris with a screen on Bradley. Bogdanovich, no luck.
It's ironic. As he continues to search for his rhythm, they continue to stay in the lead.
The dive for the ball. Here's Morris. It's deflected. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Olynyk. Porter with it. There's the screen. There's a screen by Gortat. Offensive rebound. Celtics trail by 14. To the paint, Horford. And it's Horford with the extra effort. The Wizards have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Down low, Morris. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Wall against Thomas. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
That kind of ability to adjust in the air is the only way to do it when you're faced with that much of a size disadvantage in the paint.
That one goes in, and that's 19 points for Markieff Morris.
Well, Markieff Morris has a scorer's demeanor, and he wants to be the guy and has the skills to match and be that person.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
And that one's good by Porter.
Oh, since the break, his efficiency has gone up a notch, looking really polished now.
Thomas against Wall. Outside for Thomas. Back to Horford. 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by Horford. Wizards leading by 17. To the middle. Here's Gortat. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Now we come to expect John Wall will make the right play, creates yet another open look.
Thomas dishes to Olynyk. In the corner, Horford with it. Boston, no good that time either.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Outside, Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. To the left wing. A 3 from Morris. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 5 rebounds tonight. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The feed to Bogdanovich. And the wide open shot from Morris. Again, the miss by Morris.
Almost seemed like he was overthinking that shot. Such a wide open look.
The dish now to Horford. They need this. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
You know, clearly out of rhythm. He's pressing the issue right now. I'd like to see him get his teammates involved.
Now here's Wall. Back to Morris. Porter kicks to Wall. The pass to Morris. Over to the wing. Here's Bogdanovich. Off target from three-point range. Celtics trail by 19. Olynyk the pass to Thomas. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
That's a big-time explosive move, challenging the taller defender and extending to the rim.
Now here's Wall. Free throw line jump shot, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Outside Bradley. Morris with the rebound. Wizards leading by 17. They get a hand on it, and so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Amir Johnson's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Gortat dishes to Bogdanovich, and there's the foul on Jay Crowder. And that'll be his third foul so far. Morris a screen. Morris with the screen for Porter. Pulls from the top of the key. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Beal's checked in for Bogdanovich. So it's Boston now, trailing by 17. And here is Thomas. 17-foot shot on the way. Morris against Johnson. To the inside. And it's Gortat. That time on the assist by Morris. And that's now 6 points for Marcin Gortat. Tries from 10. And off the front iron. And in it goes.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Beal up top. A three ball. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Thomas kicks to Johnson. A three-pointer is right on target.
I'll tell you, they've played an uneven brand of basketball, but he's scorching the nets.
Wizards leading by 14. Now here's Wall. Outside, Beal. There's a screen by Gortat. Off the screen, and the jumper is on the mark. Beal's got 11 points here in just the second half.
You guys, you've got to lock and trail, because with that kind of space, Beal will pick you apart.
And finished off by Horford.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
And you can blame it on a terrible defensive breakdown, one that could possibly swing the momentum here.
So it's Washington now after the basket by Boston.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Inside. Crowder kicks to Thomas. And the dunk by Horford.
Well, go ahead and just hammer it home, why don't you?
He might not be the athlete that some of the other big men are in this league, but my goodness, he still knows how to finish.
You know, you love it when he plays big. Overpowering move right there.
Celtics trail by 14. Pick by Horford. Thomas against Wall. Johnson up top. He feeds it to Horford. Wall with the steal. Inside, Gortat. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Thomas against Wall. Thomas passes to Johnson. Pulls up on the wing. Kept alive.
And he's clearly been the best rebounder on the floor today.
Well, he just works so diligently inside, and the numbers back that up.
And stolen by Horford. Fast break, here we go. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He misses the free throw. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Wizards. He doesn't get the second one. Wizards leading by 16. Wall up top. He's guarded by Thomas. And Wall. Here we go now. And the layup is good. Wall's got 11 points here in just the second half.
You just love to see John Wall take it inside and get the job done. Shows how versatile he is.
Outer dishes to Thomas. The 17-footer goes down.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
He really has to get it off that quickly. Any hesitation when you're giving up that kind of size, it's almost sure to get blocked.
Now here's Wall. Elbow shot. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the inside. Here's Johnson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
Yeah, easy call.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Here's Wall. Sweet little floater. Wall's got 21.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
You know, give them credit for not easing up as we've come down the stretch.
Now here's Thomas. Johnson, a wide open look. Busted. No good that time either.
The defense fortunate that he didn't burn them there. You'd have to think he wouldn't miss that again.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight and an important win for the Wizards.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And as we've come to expect, another big game tonight and an impressive exhibit for John Wall.
Listen, we know he can affect a game with his quick hands and getting steals, and he really did that tonight, and I thought it helped fuel their defensive possessions.
For the Wizards, Jason Smith, he's checked in for Morris. Porter comes in for Beal, and Trey Burke subbed in for John Wall. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Zeller, he's checked in for Johnson. Gerald Green comes in for Jay Crowder. Smart's checked in for Bradley. And it's Rozier in for Isaiah Thomas. Here's Bogdanovich. Smith on the wing, and Burke has it in the corner. Clock at 4. Wizards passing it around. From outside, off the mark. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Horford. Rebound by Smith.
Great possession with an even better shot. Disappointing it doesn't go.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. Fires the 3. Bogdanovich, no luck. Green up on top. A clear look for Johnson, and that misses badly. Air ball.
I don't know if he's trying to show off for the crowd or what, but there's no reason for that kind of shot.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Things were looking bleak for him, obviously, coming into this game, but with tonight's win, Greg, they are right back in it.
And that's the fight this team has. They don't care what the odds are. They are going to keep battling, and suddenly we've got a series on our hands.
We sure do. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Bradley, congrats on the win. We saw your parents in the stands and your mom was cheering you on. I know it's much more fun when you win in front of the home crowd and in front of the family.
It's always good to have my parents in the building. I can always hear her no matter where she may be, but she was right on the floor, and she gave me a few tips while I was out there too. So it's always good when my family's here.
Mom always knows best, right? Congratulations on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. Superb. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, John Wall.
Both ends of the court, John Wall is a force. That's John Wall right there, and he was a huge factor tonight.
He set his teammates up with the tune of 12 assists. He's got such great court vision, and tonight he was seeing the whole court very clearly.
And that will conclude our broadcast tonight of round 2 of the NBA playoffs. For Kenny and Shaq and Kevin and the entire crew, Ernie Johnson. Have a great evening.